scientists detected something strange entering our solar system. A massive object out near Jupiter heading on a trajectory for the inner planets.
For decades, we've sent messages in a bottle into the cosmic ocean, hoping someone would find them. Well, it looks like someone is finally sending something back. A mysterious traveler named 3I Atlas is now sailing through our solar system, and it has the full attention of the world's most powerful organizations. The most shocking fact is that the United Nations isn't treating this as a scientific curiosity. They're treating it as a first contact scenario. A new committee is secretly preparing a global response, a plan for what to do when the visitors finally knock on our door. Code red, ATLAS. What many overlooked is that ATLAS is different. It's not just another speck of dust from a distant star. First, its size is staggering. While Oumuamua was maybe the length of a football field, initial estimates put Atlas at over half a mile wide. That's big enough to hold a skyscraper. And its trajectory is, to put it mildly, suspicious. Unlike the first two visitors, which came in at odd, random angles, ATLAS entered our solar system almost perfectly aligned with the ecliptic plane, the flat disc-like area where all the planets orbit. The odds of that happening naturally are astronomically low. It's like throwing a dart from a mile away and hitting the bullseye blindfolded. But the thing nobody tells you is, it gets much, much stranger. Astronomers noticed a faint glow in front of the object, something that defies our understanding of physics. Comets have tails that trail behind them, pushed by solar wind. This was the opposite. Then there's its composition. Spectrographs detected large amounts of nickel, a common element in asteroids. But here's the kicker. They found almost no iron. In nature, nickel and iron are almost always found together. Finding one without the other is like finding a forest with no trees. It just doesn't happen. The most shocking fact is that these anomalies were enough for certain people at the highest levels of global governance to take action. They realized this might not be a natural object. This might be a probe, a ship, or something else entirely. The arrival of 3I Atlas became the catalyst for a secret plan that had been sitting in a locked file for decades. A plan for what to do when we are no longer alone. This wasn't just a job for NASA or any single space agency. This was a global issue. The evidence was piling up that something profound was happening. The universe was sending us visitors, and they were getting bigger, bolder, and weirder. The world's leaders needed a unified response, a single organization to coordinate humanity's next steps. And you can see this everywhere in history. When a challenge is too big for one nation, the world turns to one place, the United Nations. Secret meetings were held, memos were drafted, and a new, powerful committee was born in the shadows, its existence known only to a select few. Its mission: prepare humanity for contact no matter what form it takes. The plan was far more ambitious than just watching through a telescope. It called for action. The Global Response Team. Behind the polished facade of international diplomacy, the United Nations Committee on Interstellar Objects, or UNCIO, was formed. This isn't some toothless debate club. According to the framework, this is a streamlined, powerful body designed for one purpose: to be humanity's official welcome wagon, or its first line of defense. The core of UNCIO is a small, elite executive board. Think of it as a scientific war room. This board has the power to make decisions that could affect the entire planet in a matter of hours. They can activate global observation protocols, authorize the launch of billion-dollar missions, and coordinate the official scientific message to the world, all without a lengthy debate in the General Assembly. The plan even suggests a director, Professor Abraham Loeb from Harvard University, the very same scientist who famously suggested Oumuamua could be an alien artifact. But the real power of UNCIO lies in its technical plan. The committee would oversee the Global ISO Monitoring System, or GIMS. This isn't just one telescope. It's a network of the world's most powerful observatories, including the brand new Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile. This system is a planetary tripwire. Its algorithms are designed to sift through terabytes of data every single night, hunting for one thing: objects moving on a hyperbolic trajectory. the telltale sign of an interstellar visitor. The system is designed to send out a global alert in less than 1 hour of a confirmed detection. You see, the days of being surprised are over. UNCIAO wants to know they're coming long before they get here. This system is so sensitive it can spot a charcoal dark object just 50 meters wide from 93 million miles away. That's 2.5 times more sensitive than the telescope that found Oumuamua, giving us months of advance warning. Knowing they are coming is one thing. Doing something about it is another. And this is where the UNCIO plan goes from science to science fiction. The proposal calls for a rapid scientific mission program. This isn't a mission on a drawing board. This is a plan for 3 standardized research spacecraft, pre-built and sitting in a state of constant readiness. They are designed to be launched within 30 days of authorization from the UNCIO board. Their mission? To fly out and meet these visitors head-on. These wouldn't be slow, 10-year journeys. These would be fast response interceptors, capable of flying by an object for a quick look, rendezvousing with it for a longer study, or, for the most important targets, attempting to bring a piece of it back to Earth. This is humanity deciding to stop waiting for answers to fall from the sky and instead going out to get them. The most crucial tool UNCIO will use is a new classification system called the Loeb scale. This is the detail that truly reveals the project's ultimate purpose. The Loeb scale is a 0 to 10 rating system for interstellar objects, and it's not just about science, it's about assessing risk and potential intelligence. An object rated 0 to 3 is considered a natural phenomenon, a rock, a comet, nothing to worry about. But once an object hits level 4, everything changes. A level 4 classification means the object shows significant anomalies, like 3I Atlas. This rating automatically triggers an alert to the UN Security Council and puts the Rapid Scientific Mission Program on standby. A level 8 or higher signifies confirmed artificial origin. It means we've found a piece of alien technology. This scale is a clear, step-by-step protocol for what to do when we find something that is definitively not ours. This plan isn't just a suggestion. It's a full-blown roadmap with budgets and timelines. The total 10-year cost is estimated at just over $1 billion. That sounds like a lot, but to put it in perspective, it's about 1/10 the cost of the James Webb Space Telescope. For a fraction of the cost of one telescope, this plan would give humanity a permanent, active system for engaging with objects from other stars. The question is no longer if we'll be ready, but how this incredible new power will be used. The committee's power doesn't stop at just watching and visiting these mysterious objects. To talk or not to talk. So, the UN has a secret committee, a global detection network, and a fleet of interceptor ships on standby. The thing nobody tells you is that they also have a playbook for what to do if one of these visitors is more than just a piece of technology. What if it's broadcasting a message? Or what if it's intelligent? The UNCIO framework addresses this head-on with a set of ISO interaction protocols. This is the rulebook for first contact. The core principle is prudent observation. Learning from the encounter with 3IATLAS, the rule is to watch and wait, especially as an object gets closer to our sun. You see, the intense heat and radiation of a star is the ultimate truth serum. A natural comet will spew gas and dust, revealing its nature. An artificial object would likely remain unchanged. The time an object spends rounding the sun is the critical window for classification. Only after an object has passed the sun and is on its way out of the solar system, and if it still shows anomalous properties of a level 4 or higher, does the next phase begin. This is the Communication Readiness Protocol. It's a staged approach, designed to be cautious and deliberate. Stage 1 is pure listening. All of our most sensitive radio telescopes, from the Allen Telescope Array to China's FAST telescope, would be aimed at the object, listening across the entire electromagnetic spectrum for any hint of a structured, artificial signal. Stage 2 is international consultation. Before a single word is sent from Earth, the plan calls for a 72-hour deliberation period involving the UN Security Council, the UNCIO Scientific Board, and even cultural and religious representatives. The decision to reach out wouldn't be made by scientists alone. It would be made by a cross-section of humanity, If the decision is made to transmit a message, Stage 3 begins. Message formulation. The goal is to create a message based on universal principles, like mathematics and physics, avoiding any cultural symbols or language that could be misunderstood. Think of the Arecibo message from 1974, which encoded numbers, elements, and a simple diagram of our solar system in binary code. The message would be designed to say, "We are here, and we understand the basics of the universe." Stage 4 is the actual transmission. It would start with a low-power signal from a designated facility, a gentle knock on the door rather than a loud shout. The protocol includes clear rules for what to do next, depending on whether we get a response or if the object changes its behavior. What many overlooked in this planning is the focus on risk mitigation. The framework acknowledges that a powerful, intelligent visitor might see any unsolicited message as a threat. Because of this, the rules are crystal clear. There will be no transmission to any object that is on a direct course for Earth. There is a mandatory 30-day observation period before signaling is even considered. And, most importantly, communication is strictly forbidden if an object shows clear technological signs and makes any course correction toward our planet. At that point, the issue would move from a scientific matter to a global security crisis, integrating with planetary defense protocols. This isn't just a plan to say hello, it's also a plan to stay quiet if the visitor seems hostile. The UNCIO framework is a testament to how seriously this is being taken. It includes partnerships not just with space agencies, but with private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin. It calls for integrating with existing programs like the Galileo project, which is already hunting for alien artifacts. It's a plan to bring every tool humanity possesses to the table. It's a comprehensive global strategy for the single most important moment in human history. The only question is this all just a what-if scenario? Or do they know something we don't? The answer might be hidden in the very observatory that started this whole thing, a flood of visitors. For years, our view of the cosmos has been like looking through a keyhole. We see tiny patches of sky, and we get lucky every once in a while. That's how we found Oumuamua and Borisov. It was luck, but that's all about to change. High in the Atacama Desert of Chile, the Vera C. Rubin Observatory is turning its massive eye to the heavens. This isn't just a bigger telescope, it's a revolution. The Rubin Observatory is a survey machine, designed to photograph the entire visible southern sky every few nights. The amount of data it will produce is staggering. About 20 terabytes every single night. That's more information than all the books in the Library of Congress produced every 2 nights. And hidden within that flood of data will be the visitors. The thing nobody tells you is that scientists aren't hoping to find 1 or 2 more interstellar objects over the next decade. Their conservative estimates predict that the Rubin Observatory will find one every few months. Some models predict it could be even more, maybe dozens per year. We are about to go from a mere trickle of interstellar visitors to a constant, steady stream. The sky is teeming with these objects, and we were simply blind to them. This is the core reason for the urgency behind the UNCIO project. They know the flood is coming. It's not a matter of if we find another bizarre object like Atlas, but when and how many will be arriving at the same time. This presents a challenge we have never faced before. How do you track, classify, and potentially intercept multiple objects at once? The UNCIO plan accounts for this with a protocol for managing simultaneous ISOs. It's a system of triage. Any object classified at level 4 or higher on the Loeb scale automatically gets top priority. Objects on a trajectory that brings them close to Earth, less than 1/10 the distance to the Sun, also get bumped to the front of the line. The plan is to have a dedicated mission director for each active object, preventing our telescopes and spacecraft from being pointed at the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's a system designed to handle a cosmic rush hour. We've seen the strange visitors, the secret UN plan, and the incredible technology being built. It seems humanity is preparing for a new reality. So the final question is this: is this massive coordinated effort just a precaution, or is 3I Atlas the final warning they needed? If you want to know more about the mysteries of our universe, make sure to like and subscribe.